Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 14th. This week, we're just going to jump right in here and we're going to see what's going on with you. We're going to see what comes up for your main energies here, Pisces. And we're going to take a look at your current situation with this main spread. And then we're going to see if there's any additional information that wants to come up with this spread right here. So let's see what is going on for you here, Pisces and Pisces. This looks good. I feel like you're trying to make a decision about something here, Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's see what is going to happen for you. Your overall energy is the orphaned energy. I think this is what you are fearing. I feel like you are fearing being left out in the cold. Five of Wands, the reading itself is very positive here, Pisces. All the cards that are in the main part of the reading. If you don't know, I use these top three cards here as kind of indicator cards for the row below them. It's kind of like the overall energy for each row, if that makes sense. So it's kind of weird when I get like challenging cards like the Five of Wands and Five of Swords, but then I get, very positive cards here. To me, this could represent some sort of conflict, number one. And even, let's just pretend that you had other cards here, Pisces, that were also challenging cards like the Ten of Swords or something like that. Even if it didn't represent an actual conflict, when I have challenging here and then positive here, it's kind of like some sort of inner conflict. And so I do feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with some sort of inner conflict, or it's like you're just not sure which leap of faith to take this week with this Fool card. And we're going to find out. Again, we're going to clarify. We're going to get some answers onto what's going on here for you. But I do feel like your fear is being left out in the cold. It's like you're fearing making a choice because you're fearing that, maybe you'll run out of money or you won't have love or something like that. I feel like saying that it is one of kind of like the basic needs. That's the word that's popping into my head. So, I feel like that is what you are fearing losing, like a very basic need, if that makes sense, Pisces. You have the lizard here. The lizard always reminds me to not give up. So I feel like for some of you, this is saying, don't give up. I feel like you need to keep pushing here, Pisces. I really feel, as I've said to you before, Pisces, with all the astrology that's going on for you, you are being pushed to a place that you have never been before. So, it doesn't really surprise me that, you could be doing things that are really forcing you to grow, that are pushing you outside your comfort zone, or that are forcing you to do things that you have never done before. The other thing is with Neptune and Pisces, what I would say to you is that you could be doing things that nobody in your life has ever done before. So, maybe nobody in your family has ever had money, and maybe all of a sudden you start making more money. And you could be saying, well, that would be great. How could that be a bad thing? It's not really a bad thing, Pisces. The challenge is feeling like that it's going to run away, feeling like it's going to disappear, if that makes sense. Maybe you've been surrounded by very challenging relationships, or maybe you've experienced the same endings in relationships as well, Pisces. And so maybe you get into a new relationship and you're kind of like fearing that this relationship is going to leave you out in the cold. The lizard, again, can be a card that says do not give up on anything. You have the Knight of Swords, the Justice card, and the Four of Pentacles here. For some of you, I feel it's almost like you didn't want to be rushed into a decision in the past here. The Knight of Swords, I hate when it does this, Pisces. It just doesn't like my face, the camera, but let's fix that. So I feel for some of you, it's like you rushed into something here, or you didn't want to be rushed in some sort of situation in your life with the Knight of Swords, or maybe you feel like you ran away from a situation too quickly, or something came to an end too quickly. I feel like you were hoping that something could be fixed or balanced out with this Justice card. And you have the Four of Pentacles. This could be like someone from the past, because you have the Judgment card here. So for some of you, you could be holding on to something or someone from the past. If I'm being honest with you, I really wouldn't necessarily look at this as a love reading. Again, all my readings are general, and also, I would say that I feel this is more of a bigger picture thing. And with Neptune and Pisces, it really doesn't surprise me, Pisces, that all of you could be looking at your past a lot and thinking about just pretty much anything from your past in general with the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles with the Justice card, I feel, is pretty simple for you. I feel like it's just saying, like, you're just asking yourself, do certain things that I believe serve me or not? And, that's just it. Justice is cause and effect. It's like, if I work on, X, Y, and Z, what are the results I'm getting? I feel like you're very results focused here, but mostly in the past, I feel like this could be a situation where you didn't want to be rushed into making a decision. Currently, you have the Five of Wands here. So Five of Wands, of course, can represent conflict and competition. To me, it can represent learning as well. So I feel for a lot of you, you have been learning, or to me, it's really a card of training. There are normally 5 young people on this card, and they're fighting with sticks. But again, we could look at this card as a card of training. It can say that they are learning how to fight. They are learning how to do the things that they need to do to survive. You have the Judgment card, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords here. I feel that the conflict that you have been experiencing is finding your place in the world. Pisces is the chameleon of the zodiac. Pisces can blend into any situation, period. And I feel that with Neptune and Pisces, Chiron that has been going through Aries, this is really about independence. And really, I feel like this energy for Pisces, maybe the challenge is that the energy is like saying to you that it doesn't want you to be a chameleon necessarily. It doesn't want you to blend into a situation. The energy wants you to be your own person here, Pisces. So I feel that for a lot of you, the challenge here is kind of like, like, where do I fit in? What is my true inner calling with the Judgment card? It's like I always tell Pisces, you have let's just start here. You have the Judgment, Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, major success coming in for you, Ten of Pentacles here. I always tell Pisces that, Pisces dominates the list of millionaires and billionaires in the world. And I feel that what this row is saying about your purpose is, if you look at all the successful Pisces out there who have created a successful business, it's not necessarily, they don't necessarily innovate on a business. Like Steve Jobs is a great example. He didn't invent the computer necessarily, but he just was really good at packaging it. So again, Pisces is really good at blending into a situation and kind of making it better. And that's like a down and dirty way to, look at that. I feel like for some of you, it's almost like you've been looking for the secret sauce in this middle row. You've been looking for some answers as to how to get something to work. I feel like normally in the past, a very weird message I'm getting, by the way, Pisces. I feel like it's like saying maybe in the past it was very easy for you to find those answers. Maybe if you were in work or in business, it's like you would figure out, or you are very good at figuring out exactly what works, and that has made you very successful up until this point. But now I feel like you're being called to kind of find your own purpose. It's like you're being called to find your own thing in life, and it's not necessarily going to be something that you can blend into, is what I feel in this row. For others, I do feel like this could be some sort of love from the past situation. Like I said, Judgment card. Judgment is one of the only cards I consider someone coming back from the past. The only problem I have here is the Queen of Swords with the King of Swords. It's like someone is ready to receive love here in this situation, but the other person is very closed off and not willing to open up with this King of Swords. So I would say that some of you could be dealing with an earth sign or an air sign for sure. And now I feel like this is kind of like one of those situations where someone is closed off. I almost get a role reversal here as well, Pisces, where maybe you're dealing with someone who wanted to move very quickly, and maybe you didn't, and now maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you want to move quickly now, and maybe now they don't. So I feel like there's some sort of role reversal going on here, Pisces. Next, you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, card of independence, of course. It's a card of winning at all costs as well. It can represent a separation or a breakup here. I'm really just getting this as a decision. I really don't feel like it has to do with love necessarily, Pisces. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles to me is a clue card. I have certain cards in the deck that I call clue cards. To me, it's a card that represents a clue for a new beginning. To me, the Queen of Pentacles represents being at a crossroads, having a choice to make. But the Queen of Pentacles really says the new path is going to lead to this rabbit right here. It's going to lead to quick success and abundance in your life. But you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, and the King of Swords here. I feel like you've gained a lot of wisdom with this King of Swords, but I feel like it's time. It's like saying that you are ready. The Fool is showing up above this King of Swords. The Fool says you have more than enough knowledge to get started on your new journey. All the Fool needs is this little sack on his back. It kind of represents the fact that he doesn't need anything. He doesn't need anything else to start some sort of journey. He doesn't need anything to take his leap of faith into something. And he's also trusting, and he has a lot of confidence as well. You know, his head is held high. He has a ton of confidence. He's ready to go on his journey. And you have this King of Swords here, which for some reason I do feel like it could be you saying, like, you know, with the Queen of Swords here to the King of Swords, it's almost like you're saying, do I have enough information? Am I ready to get started on something new? I would say yes. I feel like it's time to take a leap of faith here with this, you know, in your life. So yeah, let's clarify this so we can get more details here, Pisces, and see what's going on for you here, Pisces. But Pisces, let's see, Pisces. Pisces, between the Knight of Swords and the Judgment card, you have the Knight of Swords again. So I feel like for some of you, this could definitely be someone charging in from the past if you are looking for love. So for some of you, it could be someone charging in from the past. It could also just be communication from the past. Like I said, I do feel like there were issues with speed in the past as well, or like how quickly one person wanted to move, or maybe someone didn't move fast enough. So I do feel that could be part of the conflict here. Between the Justice card and the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Cups. Too many great ideas, Pisces. I said this to you last week as well. I think you had a very similar, I feel like you had the Seven of Cups as well, or you always get cards like this. I mean, I feel like every Pisces I know has a million ideas. So I feel like you have a lot of ideas. I would write those ideas down, Pisces, because, like, let me tell you, your ideas are golden, trust me. So I would write your ideas down. I would get them out on paper, but just knowing where to take the leap of faith could be a challenge. We're going to pull another card here, obviously, and we're going to see what the answer is for you. Between the Four of Pentacles and Queen of Swords, you have the King of Swords. Again, I really feel like some of you could be dealing with a situation from the past. It doesn't even have to be love, Pisces. Like I said, this could be an idea. The King of Swords can just represent an area of our life where we have wisdom, an area of our life where we are very clear, where we know everything about it. So for some of you, this could be a job. It could say, like, or a business idea that you have, and it could be based off of something that you know. It could be based off your inner wisdom. Between the Judgment card and the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Moon. I would say I do feel like this is a pretty decent reading, Pisces. I would call it decent. I feel like this is a good reading. I feel like it's going in the right direction, but I do feel like there could be some fears, some illusions, fantasies. It's like you're not sure what's real, what's fake, you know, like all these other things. Really, the answer for you is to make your own decisions. The answer for you is to not listen to anybody else. I mean, I feel like this has been your challenge for quite a long time, is that you could have a lot of people in your ear. You could have a lot of people's opinions, you know, trying to guide you. To me, this is kind of true for most people because of all the energy in Capricorn. Capricorn, according to Chris's crappy astrology here, can have a lot to do with other people. And, you know, it doesn't surprise me that during this time, and also, we had Chiron and Aries, and, you know, Chiron and Aries is about independence and needing to make up your own mind. So I feel like really the answer for you is to face your fears and to choose you, basically, Pisces. Between the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool, yeah, you have the Four of Wands here. Some of you could be taking a leap towards marriage. So if you're looking for love, this could be marriage. The Four of Wands is really a card of freedom, though. It's kind of like saying that a new beginning will totally set you free. So I feel like for some of you, you really need to take a leap of faith with that Four of Wands there. I feel like you really need to jump towards something that you strongly desire. Between the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, you have the Hangman. A lot of delays here. Like, I would be, like, if you're dealing with someone from the past here, Pisces, I would be careful of stubbornness. Like, you know, I feel like this happens sometimes when people come back from the past. It's like they come back, but then they're a little jerk because they feel like they need to punish you for breaking up with them, or, you know, something like that. So if you're dealing with that, I would just cut that person out, because to me, this right here is like little jerk energy. I don't know how else to say it. You know, obviously if you're dealing with someone from the past and they're really trying and all that other stuff, then fine. You know what I mean? But, you know, if they're being like a little jerk, if they're, you know, not answering your text messages, or, you know, if they're saying they want to come back and then they're not, then I would be very careful of that here, Pisces, because it just looks like unnecessary delay with the Hangman energy. Top row outcome, you have the Ten of Swords. How funny is that I was talking about the Ten of Swords? I definitely feel like this could be like a divorce situation. King of Swords, Four of Wands, Ten of Swords. Some of you could be going through divorce or separation. Really didn't want that to happen, I'll tell you what, Pisces. But I do feel that some of you could be going through divorce. The Ace of Cups was a card that fell on the ground. I don't take pop-outs, but I do feel like that is like some sort of ending that you're dealing with, or some sort of ending that you're going through. I do feel like you're fearing it in ending. It's like that guy, you know, the Ten of Swords is a card of overkill, but it's like he's just fearing the unknown. You know, there are these mountains back here with, and you know, this water with these mountains behind him. They're not even tall mountains. There's no snow on those mountains. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you're fearing a hill. And so I would say don't make a mountain out of a molehill with that Ten of Swords. Middle row, Nine of Swords, internal fears don't exist. Ten of Swords is sleepless nights, anxieties, fears, depression, fearing loss. You know, to me, this is one of those readings where it's like you haven't even lost anything, but you could be fearing loss of something that you're not going to lose in the first place, Pisces. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. Definitely could be someone returning from the past, like I said, Pisces. For others, I feel like there is a lot of luck for you here. Even on the Ten of Swords, this guy here, he's making the symbol with his hand that represents luck. So people love to tell me how bad the Ten of Swords is in every single reading that I do, as if I don't know. And, you know, I always say, yeah, I mean, sure, it's a bad card, but the guy's dead on the card. There's nothing to worry about here, because it's like you're dead. Whatever you're worrying about is dead, done, over with. So I don't get why people crap their pants about the Ten of Swords. Like, yeah, it can be a card of being stabbed in the back and all this other stuff, but it's really not that big of a deal. Pisces, let's see. I just need to be nosy, and let's see, like, what is the future outcome here? You have the Hierophant here for some of you, the World here, and the Six of Wands. Major success, like I said. This is really a rebirth reading, Pisces. Ten of Swords, death. The World card is a card of birth as well. You have this Unfinished Symphony card. For some of you, it could be unfinished business in a relationship. So it's like you could be bringing something to an end here. For others, I just feel like this is success. Hierophant is something you learned. You have 1, 2, 3, like 4-ish cards of wisdom here, Pisces. So I feel like there's something you know. And it's like I feel like you have to take it one more step with this Hierophant energy. But definitely success in like reaching some sort of goal here. With the Hierophant, you have the Queen of Wands. It's a very bold, like assertive energy. I feel like you could be meeting someone that you could marry in the future where there's just a lot of attraction. The Queen of Wands could also just say, if you're looking for love, that there could be like a lot of signs and symbols around a person. With the World, you have the Hierophant card. So for some of you, you could be traveling to meet someone in love. I wouldn't really necessarily call this long distance. It could be Pisces for some of you. But to me, this could also just represent, because of the way the cards are, it's like, you know, somebody could be moving to where you live and you meet this person. Maybe they're from a distance, but it's like not necessarily a long distance relationship. For some of you, it could be you have the Knight of Swords twice. A lot of movement energy here, Pisces. With the Six of Wands, you have the Three of Pentacles, teamwork, quality work here. I feel like you're gearing up for getting a lot of attention in your life here, Pisces. I feel like you're getting ready for major success. It's just not here yet. I feel like it's been, you know, it's like you get like a little taste of success and then like it kind of disappears, right? I feel like the trick for you is to keep pushing. I feel like you're so close. I know I say this every single reading, but I feel like you have to keep pushing, Pisces, and not give up. I mean, that's the only option, right? So that's what I would do if I were you. So yeah, this looks pretty good. I do feel like there's some sort of like leap of faith that you have to take here. You know, the Four of Wands really just says you are where you are. You know, the Four of Wands could say you're on pause, but it says there is a finish line that exists for you, Pisces. And it's not even a finish line, it's an upgrade, because I don't really believe in finish lines. I feel like we should always be, you know, kind of working towards something. That doesn't necessarily mean work. I don't think we need to be workaholics, but I feel like we can always be, you know, improving things in our lives, or, you know, just doing things we enjoy even. There's no reason to stop. So I feel like this is saying there's success for you. Very successful row. Knight of Swords to the Four of Wands to this Wheel of Fortune. A lot of luck coming in for you here. So I like it, Pisces. So thank you for watching and definitely enjoy your week.